not a relationship problem. Let the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show screw it up. This is free therapy.
All right, Stephanie.
Good morning.
Will you walk us through the interesting situation that you found yourself in?
Oh, my God. Okay. So, you guys, I'm hoping that you can help me because this is one of those things where my friends have mentioned it to me, and now I'm kind of getting paranoid, so it's like a paranoid thing.
Okay.
Where, like, you know, at first it wasn't a big deal, but now that I've thought about it, and I've thought about it, and I've thought about it, I'm like, okay, maybe I am an idiot, and I'm just not seeing something. Okay. So, basically, my boyfriend, he is overwhelmingly friendly. So, one of my girlfriends had a breakup. Her and her boyfriend broke up. It was horrifically ugly. She was crying. And my boyfriend went out of his way to go get her flowers.
Aw.
Well, that's sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So we're having this discussion where I was like, yeah, no, like he totally went and got her flowers, and that's not a big deal. And then one of my other girlfriends was like, well, wait a minute. When does he buy you flowers? When was the last time that he got you flowers?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, actually, like, now that I think about it, he's never bought me flowers because we talked about like how that was like a symbol of something dying and he doesn't like it and he thinks, you know, that it's not romantic or whatever.
Okay.
But then my other friend chimed in and she's like, oh, well, like, you remember that one time that I was having that really bad day and he took me out took me out to lunch, like came and got me and made sure that I wasn't going to be alone on that date that I got stood up for. And I kind of looked over and I was like, I do remember that.
So,
and my girlfriends and I are like, wait a minute. Is he overly friendly with my friends? Is he like doing things for them that he doesn't do for me for like as like a plan B? Because he doesn't do, like, he's not gotten me flowers. And we don't go out on dates all that often anymore. I mean, we've been going out for so long that like that phase is over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see. And I'm always of the school of that, like, this kind of stuff to me just would endear me to him even more. Like, I would think he's the sweetest guy. Look at how amazing he is to all my friends. Like, I would be completely oblivious if something else. Now, that said, I didn't have a boyfriend that cheated on me for 4 years and never knew.
He even offered to sleep over at her house. He's so caring.
She's not saying that.
No.
So it's just flowers and lunch.
So, I mean, is he being upfront with you about like this stuff?
No, totally. Like, and he even went out of his way to be really upfront with me and be like, I'm going to go do this. Well, I mean, I guess he didn't like ask me, but he was like, I'm going to go buy Alicia flowers.
Oh.
So what was your reaction? Did you say, oh, that's really sweet, babe? I'm so proud of you. Thank you for doing that.
Well, that's the thing, is like, I've not really like confronted him about it because I loosely mentioned it. And I was like, you know, I think that it's nice and all, but like my girlfriends were mentioning that might be like, you know, like you don't have to do that. And he was like, what do you mean? These are your friends, they're my friends. And I want to make sure that you know that I care about you and everyone you care about. And
see, I love him. I love him. I love your boyfriend.
Nice
I love him.
Traditional. But then my other girlfriend was like, no, we're not friends with him just because you're dating him. Like, we were friends before you guys were dating.
Oh, okay.
He didn't know us.
All right.
Okay.
So they want some limits. They want some boundaries.
Interesting.
They want some boundaries.
Okay.
Because they think that he's going to be the kind of dude that just, like, leaves me and picks up on one of them.
Oh.
You know, and it's like, oh, I've always been the nice guy, and don't you remember? I've always taken care of you, and like, oh, well, you know, as long as our breakup goes okay, that he'll be, you know, in the slide for the next chick.
Wow.
And I don't want to think that.
Yeah, no. Here's a solution. Here's what I'll do for you. I will volunteer to have your boyfriend take me out to lunch. I'll assess the situation.
And Kelly's she's gonna assess the situation.
I'll figure it out.
Purely on a research sort of mission.
And as much as I love you, but like, that makes me mad. And I know that's like, am I an angry, jealous, like, biatch or something? Like,
yeah, Stephanie, it sounds like, yeah, I mean, I get it. You're all in your head now. I mean, at first you were like, yeah, he's sweet, he's great, but then your girlfriends are like, whoa,
well,
hang on, and now you're like, I don't even know what to think.
He's telling you before he does these things. So the next time he wants to do something like this, just shoot it down. Just say, you know what, they don't need that, and just say, I really appreciate it.
And then her friends over here going, wait, but wait, I wanted free lunch. Okay,
Right.
yeah. Stephanie, we got a ton of people chiming in, texting us right now, 502-571-9970. But
You tell him I love him.
Well, I need help with this because I am freaking out. And I'm like, don't do anything nice for anybody. And I sound like a crazy person. So I do. I need help.
Stephanie, calm down. I feel like it's going to be fine.
We're going to need you to take a couple deep breaths here real quick. Stephanie, like I said, hang out for a sec and,
we'll get you some answers from the peanut gallery.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Stephanie. Shannon texts in and says, he's getting his plan B set up. Something sounds super fake about him.
Now, see, listen, Dan's checking in with some tough love. He should be the one calling in. She's the problem.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, Kelly, I agree with Kelly K. Stop letting your friends get into your head and just talk to them about your feelings.
All right, 502-571-9970.
I feel like he's just being super sweet. He's a really nice guy, and she needs to count her blessings.
She's kind of all in her own head. Annie is on the phone. Now, Annie, you said it's one of two things. You grew up with brothers, and you can smell BS.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very well. Well, and I want to offer my sister some advice. We're all friends. We should stick together. So one or two things have happened, and that is he's either really crossed the line with these girls and they're too afraid to tell her the real scoop, or, let's be real, it was prefaced with one got dumped, one got stood up, and he did something nice for them, and they're bitter Bettys, and they're hating on something that's good because they're
jealous.
living... Yeah. And they're tearing down what you have because they're bitter.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
Could be. That's
Annie,
an excellent point.
Very good point, Annie. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right.
Haters gonna hate. They need to shake it up. Shake it up.
Oh, my gosh.
Did I just do that?
You did. 502-571-9970. A lot of people are just saying, hey, just talk to him. Talk to him. What did Greg say?
Oh, Greg said, this is why more people should become priests or nuns. Dating is stupid.
Okay. Heather.
Okay, listen. So Stephanie, she's got all these people in her head, and the only person that needs to be in her head is her man. She needs to talk to him about what she wants and say, hey, this is something that I think is really special that you've done for them. I'd like it if you do it for me. Because she even said they talked about flowers and how they didn't think that they were good because, that's something that doesn't live, it doesn't last. And he probably thought that she agreed. He probably thinks she doesn't want that.
That's true.
Oh.
That's a
how
very
does she
valid
know?
point. Yes, valid point. All she needs to say is, all those nice things you're doing for my friends, do them for me.
Yeah. Yeah, or like, hey, I'm going to go on this business trip with him. That's a little fishy.
Right,
The quote business trip. All right,
right.
Heather, thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Hey, Barbara. So what do you think?
Oh, honey, she needs to open her eyes. First off, did he put her name on the card for the flowers, too, and say, we are thinking about you? And why didn't he take her to lunch with him so they could support him?
There you go.
He's working on Plan B, honey. Plan B.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Andrew, the love doctor.
Well, here's a couple things with this. I don't know if you guys got her ages or the ages of this young lady and this guy, but like Kelly's right, that's old school, that's chivalry, that's kind of stuff that people our age, yes, I said it, our age, Kelly, would do.
Sure.
But absolutely, I think she's got a beef though. If they're a little younger, Kelly's right. Just have a conversation with him. Say, you know what, this bugs me a little bit. So would you not stop doing it? I think you're sweet for doing it. I love you for it. Great, but just stop it because he could be in the back of his mind planting seeds in his girlfriend's head. Something doesn't work out. Well, your ex-boyfriend's a great guy.
Plan B.
Why not just say yes?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
But the ages are important here, guys. Depends on how old they are.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Maturity thing.
Always such sage advice.
So wise.
From Andrew, the love doctor. All right. Thank you, sir.
Keep on loving.
All right.
Jessica's texting in, cheater, pumpkin eater. And then Emily says, I have an overly friendly husband. He was oblivious to how he was acting. Turns out his need for people to like him was clouding his judgment. Obviously, this is bothering you, so I'd let him know that you appreciate he cares for your friends, but he shouldn't be contacting or consoling them outside of your friendship. If he wants to give advice and you're all hanging out, then and they ask him, that's fine, but he shouldn't go out of his way. It's your job to be their friend, not his.
All right.
Good advice, Emily.
You can continue commenting on Facebook or Twitter at Ben and Kelly Show.
We are fairly divided on both sides of the fence. Cheater, scumbag, super nice guy.
Okay.
Did we help?
No. Not at all. That's what makes this show so unique.
It's magical.
I don't even know why you continue to come to us, honestly. It's free therapy.
Thanks for listening to the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast. Come back tomorrow for a brand new episode. Only from 99.7 DJX.
Brand new episode.